Hi guys, hi everybody, hi X, hi TikTok, hi social media, hi everybody. It is I who's been in the news, more especially the Manchester Evening News, the stalker, the woman who stalked the England rugby player, the woman who stalked, the woman who... I've spent the past 24 hours crying, and God help me not to cry. I just want to express myself. This is my restraining order. This is my suspended sentence order. A restraining order that basically restricts me. He said it was indefinite. A restraining order that restricts me from ever speaking. If after this video I get arrested, even if there was a death sentence, if after this video I get arrested and get the death penalty, I will do it. I will do it for me. I will do it for my son. Beyond an escort, I'm a mother to a son with complex health needs. And throughout this investigation, I have not been the best carer, the best mother that I am, because of the distraction, because of my mind has just been blowing. And I'm so sorry to my son. There's a certain job you cannot do half-hearted. You've got to do it wholeheartedly. And I'm so sorry to my son that I've not looked after him wholeheartedly as I should, because my mental health was fucked up. Why was it fucked up? Because of injustice. And nothing is sacred anymore. There is no more privacy. Why should I live with a restraining order and a suspended sentence when I know, when next to it is a letter from the IOPC which upheld my complaint? You know, when a judge is so hell-bent, when a judge has got no soul, he will manipulate the situation so masterfully and make the innocent look guilty and the guilty look innocent. I was in the dock on Tuesday. Yeah, in the dock on Tuesday, 26th. I was in the dock 2 days ago. Sorry if I'm just saying 2 or 3 days, whatever. On the 26th of February, I was in the dock. Sentenced, threatened, intimidated, under duress, intimidated. This case is nothing but a case of the prince and the pauper, the rich and the poor. A rich guy. I live in Gorton, one of the most deprived areas in the United Kingdom of Great Britain. I live in Gorton. It doesn't change the fact that a rugby player, it is what it is. It doesn't change the fact that Marland chose my house to commit the crime that he did. This room right here, that door that you can see. At that time, my son went for respite. I charged the phone. My son went for respite for a few weeks, to give me a little break from caring. And Marland knew that I had a spare room. This day he said, "Can I use your spare room?" The rape victim has been in touch with me. Oh, shut up, phone, please. Please help me. Work with me. Yeah. The rape victim, I told the judge, I said, the rape victim has been in touch with me. After 3 years, she came in when she was 18. She was brought to my house unconscious, not aware. Unconscious and not aware. The judge ignored everything. Everything has been manipulated masterfully. You know why? Just because I stood up against police misconduct. Just because I stood up against the police literally thought, "You're trying to get us, we're trying to get you." Inspector Daniel Pickvance literally threatened me into silence. "Zip it or I'm gonna arrest you." PC Green literally said, "So what if a woman was raped? Is it your business?" I want to thank Judge Dean. Judge Dean of Manchester Crown Court, thank you. Judge Porter, did you even read the evidence? Did you even read the emails? No, because you had already made a decision. Judge Porter, how many more lives have you ruined just because you can? How many more situations have you manipulated so masterfully to make the innocent look guilty and the guilty look innocent? If after this video you sentence me to death, so be it. I will stand for the truth. I will stand for the truth. You've silenced me and given me a sentence and said this is indefinite. Don't ever speak. We have a rape victim. On 9th of January 2025, she got in touch with me. She said, I can't believe it's 3 years today when I was raped in your house. How are you? Thank you for saving my life. You insist that I sold a story. I did not sell a story. Just because I contacted the press, did I commit a crime? Did I commit a crime? Is free press not part of democracy? Did I commit a crime? You've manipulated the situation so masterfully. And I stand as the biggest criminal today in Britain. I stand, people are literally wish they could stone me to death and burn me alive because of the situation you've manipulated. I've lived in this country 23 years. Never committed a crime, never received a caution. I've been the most law-abiding citizen by the book. So honest, so, too honest to a fault. I may have received 1 or 2 parking fines here and there for overstaying my parking, 5 minutes over. Even that has got me panicked, like, oh my God. And I'll immediately pay it. I've not received up to 4 parking fines. Those are the biggest crimes I've committed in Britain. Today I stand as the biggest criminal. I've been sentenced in that dock whilst knowing the truth. And you know the truth. You know the truth. You know, Judge Porter, how do you sleep at night? There's times that I used to ask, how do these people even sleep at night? But then I realized, you've done it so much, so long, to so many people, it means nothing to you. But do you know how much corruption ruins a life? You've ruined my life. You've ruined my life, and you made sure to ruin my life. Just because you can. You sit on that throne in your wig, and you've got the whole world at your feet, including my liberty, including everything I have. You sit on that throne and manipulate things so masterfully like you've done in this case. I had no legal representative. You said in that court that I had legal aid. I've had no legal representative. I can't afford it. I did say that if I was on state benefits, if I was on income support universal benefits, I would have gotten legal aid, but I'm not, and I was not entitled to it. I've gone through this case alone, just with the truth, standing by the truth. I thought, I'm gonna go there and tell them the truth. But you had already made a decision that this pauper thinks she can put this prince, this rugby elite prince, he committed a crime in my house. The police covered it. I stood up for what was right. What happened to the truth? What happened to evidence? What happened? Judge Porter, how many more lives do you fuck up like mine? This is the letter from the IOPC. Where is it now? IOPC. Did you even mention that letter? Because it did not suit your narrative. Judge Porter, I'm down on my knees now to say why. Just because you stand, you sit in that chair, on that throne, and look down on the world, you're going to retire. You know, my favorite poem is called The Indispensable Man. Somebody please read that poem. The Indispensable Man. There is no indispensable man. You sit on that throne and think you are indispensable. You can be replaced like that. The bias in hell-bent Britain is broken. There is no separation of powers. Hence this judgment. The police literally said, put her in that oven and turn it up, turn the heat up, let her suffer. Daniel Pickmans, Stephen Constable. I literally said, you guys need to resign. This is my IOPC letter. Catherine Moriarty, Detective Catherine Moriarty, do what is right. I say to people all the time, Sarah Everard, rest in peace. Sarah Everard, who was killed, murdered, all sorts done to her. Unimaginable. Unimaginable the pain she went through in her last moment of life by that police officer, Wayne Couzens. I say to people, do you know that the biggest inspiration in most of these police officers is Wayne Couzens? Wayne Couzens, who is in prison now, he inspired a lot of police officers. He is the vine. A lot of police officers are branches that stem from that vine, Wayne Couzens, who brutally murdered and Sarah Everard. They've learned nothing. These police officers, these inspectors, all they do is mark their own homework. They mark their own homework, mark another homework, cover up for each other, cover up. They have become experts, not in solving crime, but experts in covering up for one another. I could tell you so much about the police in this postcard. Their entitlement between our sheets, every hole, just because they can. It happens right here in my postcard. Don't tell me about the police. Don't tell me about the police. I'll tell you about the police. When you hear about things like Sarah Everard's murder, a police officer who was meant to serve and protect Britain, I'll tell you now, Wayne Couzens was the vine. A vine has branches. A lot of police officers are branches that stem from the vine of Wayne Couzens. Right now in the UK, there is no separation of powers. I'm standing here now crying to say, Judge Porter, why? I stood in that court of law in Manchester Crown Court. I know it's your daily office, yes. I stood there. All I wanted was justice, but justice was out of reach. You had made your decision. You knew which side you were going to be on. I'm here standing my ground to say, Marland, are you trying to say you already fucked up life? You blame me for it? What happened in that room? Why did I dial 999? You came in my house. You threatened me. You threatened me. You changed from that room to my room. Dealing with her and coming to me demanding a blowjob. Dealing with her and coming to me demanding and demanding and demanding. You know what happened, Marland. Are you now happy that this injustice has happened? Does that sit right with you? Does that sit right with you, Marland? I know you've said, oh, I never paid for Marland. We had sex, not once, not twice, about 3 times. But I said, as much as the sex is okay, you're too dominant for me because I don't like a dominant, overpowering man. So I say, Hence why you said, okay, cool. But I've got a girl. You know, first you asked me, it's all in the messages. You had planned to commit whatever you committed. You brought an unconscious teenage girl to my house. What happened? Britain, tell me, has rape been decriminalized in Britain? Judge Porter, I'm down on my knees. I've broken my restraining order because of the injustice. You took nothing into consideration. There's been a misrepresentation of everything. And you had people there writing notes, things which were untrue. Why, Judge Porter? Why? I'm begging you. I am literally down on my knees. Why have you done this to me? How many more? I'm not having it. I'm not having it. If this is my last video in my life, I don't care. Let the world know that you are a hell-bent, corrupt judge. You sit on that throne unbothered. You are soulless. You know the truth, but you manipulate it masterfully to suit the agenda. You're thinking she's just a pauper. This pauper is a mother. This pauper is a mother. You want me to live with a criminal record all my life, and the criminal is free. What the fuck? And the criminal is free. I've emailed the Attorney General today to say this is the biggest injustice in Britain. You watch this video now. How do you feel? I'm just asking you now, how do you feel? You've done this to a woman who did no wrong. Marland has exaggerated. Now he's trying to say every problem in his life. His team at Cell Shacks knows. Do you know what Marland did when he went to play for England in South Africa? He was kicked out because of prostitutes. He fucking loved prostitutes. Oh, I didn't sleep with her. What did I do with you, Marland? Did we knit? Did you come here? Did I give you knitting lessons, sewing lessons, crocheting lessons? What did we do? Are you ashamed? Are you ashamed that you came because you wanted my passion, my talents, my experience? I know you want to go out there and be seen with the dolly birds, you know, the lip filler dolly birds. But behind closed doors, you wanted a real woman who's just gonna fuck you good, and I did. But that's okay, that's what I do. That's not a crime. I'm a consenting adult. The biggest commitment of my heart is consent. Consent is everything. You ignored consent. You brought an unconscious teenage girl to my house. The police covered you up. The judge have covered you up. Guess who's gonna live with a criminal record? Marland Yarde. I want the world to know the truth. If I go to prison and my son suffers because of you, live the rest of your life knowing that the world knows the truth. You brought the girl. You literally said, a girl has passed out. Can I use your, can she sleep? Because you said, can she sleep? I thought, oh, maybe they're just drunk. You came into the house, Marland, and you threatened me. You threatened me. If you're gonna fuck me up, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm not a gangster, but I know gangsters. I'm gonna fuck you up. You will be gone. You will be dead. In my own house, I was scared. I was scared in my own house. Marland, why? Are you happy now? Are you happy now? They've all been on your side? You did something to somebody's daughter. On that morning, you assaulted me too, but I've not really focused on that. I've focused on what you did with the girl you brought to my house. Marland, please reflect. Just hand yourself in at the nearest police station. Just search your heart, search your soul, and just hand yourself in at the nearest police station and just say, here I am. Look at me. I know I'm just a pauper. Oh, she's just a hooker. Oh, she's from Gothel. Oh. But I'm human just like you. I looked after you at your deep, darkest moment. I met your needs. And they were very demanding needs. When I had, oh my God. But I had no desire to sleep. Yeah, you're right. All we did was neat. But fuck that. Marland, how do you feel? You guys never ask, how do they sleep at night, knowing what they've done? Or they've got no problem with that. Marland, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The judgment that was passed, a misrepresentation of what you did. We had some good times, but we had some bad times, and those bad times led to me having a conviction when I did no wrong. Judge Porter, how many more lives? You've got the potential to make changes, but you choose to do this to me. You choose to know the truth. Manchester Evening News. Did that story add up to you? Manchester Evening News? Injustice will never add up. Nothing about injustice will ever add up. Never. Injustice hurts. Injustice changes lives. You guys, when you see injustice from far, call it out. Call it out. No matter who is facing that injustice, no matter their race, no matter their age, no matter how they lean, just call it out. That's the only way to change the world. But if you think, oh, she's got an accent, she's black, she's right wing, she's left wing, she voted this, that means the world will be as fucked up as it is today. And the judges will be how they are today. It's sad. It's sad. I may be arrested after this video, but you know the truth. Marland, Cell Sharks, your team know the truth. They know your track record. Harlequins, they know your track record. But now every bad thing in your life is me. Your life was already fucked up, man. You were already, drinking like whatever. You were already, I'm not going to say the other things. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not going to say the other substances. But now everything is my fault. Just because you want to fuck up my life? Because I'm just a pauper and you're the prince and the pauper? And you've got everybody on your side because you're rich and I'm not? No. 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 No.